Hey guys, Professor Fat Shady here with the tutorial on Warp Zone 3. You can find this on the Rocky Road track within, I don't know, what do we call this? Skill Showcase. There we go. Rocky Road track, Pit Viper should go without saying as these things are all pretty much extreme tracks. I don't even remember this one, so we'll just play this and see what happens. The story with this one, though, is I will say this. Finding this warp zone was one of the hardest challenges that I'd found within the game. I try and avoid spoilers and, you know, as funny as it sounds, YouTube videos and all the rest, until I've kind of, you know, got as far as I want within the game and sort of progressed and, yeah, sort of, I try and avoid, you know, I only look at that stuff when I really want to go for, you know, world record times, or, you know, I'm really stuck on something. And this is one. I ended up having a chat to somebody on Steam chat one day. Just both of us sort of trying to figure out where it was, and I can't remember who it was, but yeah, we sort of figured it out. And kind of, yeah, I don't think using my own brain smarts, I would have been able to do this myself. So progress through the game, track as you are here. And funnily enough, I thought you can see the warp zone earlier in the track, so I'm just looking for it here because it's actually up high, but for the life of me I can't find it now. It's just up this next tutorial. There's not, sorry, this next checkpoint. No, it's not here. Anyway, all you've got to do to unlock this, you get to about this point in the track, get to this static rock that's on chains, and you find yourself just sort of hook over and just rest here. You can let go of the controller now, and you just wait a second. And it's funny, the only clue you've really got is the sound of the chains. There's this noise that you sort of get at the start of this, and that's a bit of an indicator to say that something's going to happen, or that you've triggered something in particular. So, yeah, there's not much to tell, but this is how you get to it. Roll backwards here as much as you can, leaning forward, use your throttle control, and just go flat out. And here we are at Warp Zone 3. These guys get hard. I've done the other two tonight, and I forgot how difficult these things really were. With this one here, again, you need to learn how to do a bunny hop, and if you haven't, go back and watch previous videos. But effectively, what you want to do here is a bunny hop. Then you want to get your rear wheel to come in contact with that platform, land with your bike, I want to say 45 degrees, but maybe not, maybe a bit higher, and then flick your body weight forward to do I guess, what do we call that? Rear wheel bounce, rear wheel hop, something along those lines. So again, bunny hop, and the key is as you hit your rear wheel, and I think I mentioned this on a previous one, make sure that the angle you are at is, you know, strong enough, and make sure that that you're pushing left on the thumbstick, so your front wheel, because your front wheel will naturally have a tendency to fall down, so you kind of, you know, want to have a good confident angle as you hit it, and lean forward, lean backwards to ensure that your front wheel doesn't dip down, and that should give you enough spring to get up and over this. This next one here, the technique I showed you about previously, where you use the chassis to get up to a nice high bunny hop. I tend to find a couple of different ways to do this. I think that when I did this, I actually used that. It just gave me, I mean, you can try and just drop down here, I guess. But yeah, you tend to find your front wheel goes over, so I tend to find it easier to bounce off that, and then, actually, you know what, doing this in one fluid motion would probably make more sense. Yeah, if you bounce off that too high, yeah, you know what, this is designed for you to sort of blast through. If you need to stop, you can, but yeah, the challenge you've got is that you're fighting the bike's natural tendency to roll backwards. So let's see if I can figure out a consistent way to do this. And I'm wondering, and I bet you there's some like super ninja guys that can make it up and over, up that way. But anyway, it's going to go too far back. Alright, so you want to hit this big platform in front of you. You want to hit kind of gently. That's tough. Wow, it's such a small platform too. Alright, let me just try and do it firstly, and then I'll figure out a way to teach you guys. Yeah, so that's what you want to do. You kind of want to go over this, and this might just come down to just getting a feel for it all. And once you get to that big platform, you can do it. So yeah, so up there, gentle on that. Not feather touch, but gentle. There we go, and try and balance yourself here with a bit of throttle control. gentle touch. Use the throttle to counteract your weight going backwards. You can't even do that. Gosh. There you go. Balance down here. I'm sure there's a lot of easier ways to do it, but that'll get you through. Next thing again, bunny hop. Actually, this is the... I would say that's the exact same obstacle from Warp Zone 2, the red one. Bunny hop here, land on your rear wheel. Bunny hop, but then make sure you lift your back wheel up again before you get up to this platform. And then I just use throttle control. Good practice here. Just find that sort of sweet spot where you can counteract your own body weight and you can get yourself forward backwards and then 100% accelerate onto the next tutorial. Under the next checkpoint. This is going to be a tough one for people that haven't figured out how to sort of do these sort of rear wheel bounces, but you effectively just want to keep pressing to the left, and it's just a matter of getting the right angle so your front wheel doesn't dip down. So keep pressing to the left and do little bunny hops off each one. So you will need to sort of hop on your back wheel here. And the hardest thing with this is that when you get to the end of this is the biggest gap. So if we just had a big gap at the start, it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, you've got a big gap at the end here. So let me just... So if that last one, you really need to actually do a bunny hop. You can't just sort of cruise your... Because I will say, after the first one, I think you can sort of... You don't need to bunny hop that first. Ah, there we go. You don't need to bunny hop. So you bunny hop the first gap, and then it's just a matter of keeping the angle right. Right, yeah. You don't need to... Okay, so that might be a thing. I can just... There we go. I'm only bunny hopping the first and third gaps. So I think that's the part that if people try and do bunny hops off each one, you're probably going to overshoot the mark if you do pull it off successfully. So what you want to do, big bunny hop there, keep pressing left and just keep that angle right, and then a bunny hop off the third one. So it's just a matter of keeping the angle, find that sort of sweet spot on the accelerator, and then big bunny hop at the end. And that's Warp Zone 3. Thanks for watching, guys.